Hello and welcome everybody to this cast of the NSSL. I'm Groppa, your host for today. As always, the NSSL is sponsored by Computerland, Steam, joined by Coolmaster and MSI. And I can be found on Twitter and Facebook as Groppa, on Twitch TV as Groppa TV. So here we have the game between Devaston and Lukje. And here we have Lukje at the upper right corner on Skurs as a purple Protoss, and here we have Devaston as the teal blue Protoss in the upper left corner. Both play sort of standard, although the fast scout of Lukje is unusual. And he's going to scout his mirror first, which is not a good thing to do, as there is no spawn there. It's just disabled. So wrong way to scout always in all games. At least the updated maps of MLG, ESL, Blizzard itself, and well, all the official maps of this version. So there's a forge going down here, which indicates the cannon rush, and Lukje just going for it, you know. So once again going into the wrong direction, which is never a good thing for cannon rushing. But yeah, well, let's see how he's going to do it. Meanwhile, Devaston is going into the main of Lukje, and he sees the forge, so he knows there's something up. That it just doesn't seem quite right. Cybernetics Core now going up for Devaston, who maybe should make a zealot to prevent any cannon rushing. Now Lukje is putting his pylon over here, so he can make a cannon up here and then a pylon, in which case the cannon protects it if a zealot comes out. Now Devaston scouting his base, and he will spot this, but he can't do anything about it. Now he needs to prevent this probe from putting down any cannons, and he should have put his probe here to prevent this cannon from planting. Now the cannon is being warped in, one probe is going, and he needs to pull at least 4 workers now, but he's not. 2 pylons going down, 3 are going down, and he's now creating a wall of using his one probe. It is sort of smart, because you hold up the probes a lot, but the downside to this is that well, you lose your probe. Now he focused this pylon, and I don't know why, because even if you got to kill these 3, you still would have power from this one, so not really the best choice here. So it seems like Lukje is now just going 4 gate cybernetics school at the same time, and 3 gate, sorry, and he's also sending 2 extra probes, so maybe wall of his ramp or something, because this map doesn't have a neutral supply depot, which has been dropped down. Now the stalkers of Devaston are killing the pylons, and well, even if they kill all the pylons, it won't power down the cannon, unfortunately. Lukje just thinks, well, I could not cannon rush the way I would like to, so I'm just going to put down some at the natural to prevent him from expanding and just, well, irritating a lot more. He's doing that while, well, 3 gateways are done now. Warp gate is being researched, and the last pylon is being taken down. If he is smart, he would just walk around it soon, just to kill this one and then kill this cannon for free. But he will have troubles to get down because of these cannons. So a robo is going down for Lukje. There's also one going down for Devaston, and yeah, well, that's a nice row of buildings, but shame of that salad, because it takes the supply and costs 100 minerals. So now these stalks want to go outside of the base. They almost like run past by, and now they can kill the pylon from behind, and then the cannons, which means the minerals, there are 550 minerals wasted by Lucie, just killing one stalker for it, but it's still very annoying. Now Lucie has put down his nexus, going to expand, which is quite a smart move because, well, Devaston can't do anything right now. He doesn't have a very good army, very great army, or a good economy, so very nice choice here. Whoopsie daisies. Both are now making immortals full speed, at least they were. So the probe is here for Devaston. He's trying to expand now. He can, if you can see it, as minerals, and he really should put down. He really should put it down now. Now the Immortal is going to tank the cannon, which is quite a smart move as he only takes 10 damage for each hit. And now he's going to attack the pylon. I would have preferred the other way around, but with that Immortal, which can just tank the damage, it's not really a problem. Now Devaston putting down his nexus when that one of Lucie has just finished. Both of them, well, no, not both of them, but Lucie is producing more immortals, and Devaston already has to, and against the army, well, Devaston has a lot more stalkers, so those two immortals can do a lot of damage. And I see a probe here, and if he's going to be that greedy, well, it could be an even more interesting game. Because if he puts it down there, he will mine out a base. Well, if he has time to mine out a base, it will prevent a lot of economy for Devaston, but if he gets caught, it may cost a lot of minerals and workers, so it is an interesting choice if he's going to do that. Now there seems to be aggression by Devaston, not really the best engage. 2 immortals are just too many for those stalkers. And the expansion of Devaston now finishing up. Well, he has the forge, so why not use it to research upgrade? He's doing that now. Not a lot of pro production, but Lucie was busy spending his minerals on cannons and pylons, so not really strengthening there. Although Devaston really should have made more probes. If we look at the worker count, we can see Lucie is ahead by a lot, by 10 workers, and this early in the game, that's quite a lot. So an observer coming out for Lucie, while Devaston is putting down his forge and robotics bay. Forge for attack upgrades, robotics bay for colossi, which can be quite a nice thing. But maybe he should just like make more zealots and stalkers and sentries first. But look at the quite high count of immortals now at 3. Not really that normal to see, although it is really effective against all these stalkers. And Devaston also has 3, but not as many stalkers there by Lucie, so less effective, I guess. Probe still has not done anything. This pylon here is very nicely placed. If the observer of Lucie gets there, he can warp in 1 or 2 zealots and just walk them into the mineral line, which can cause a lot of damage. So I like the play of Lucie here. Really aggressive. Do not like the cannon rush thingy at the beginning, but well, that's just my opinion, I guess. Now Lucie has finally put down this nexus. I guess he just had too many minerals, and I'm curious to see whether he's really going to warp in the zealots here. I'm sorry guys, still a bit sore on the throat. So 4 immortals now for Lucky. Also 4 for Devaston, so it's really a head-to-head race. Now this Zealot has been warped in, it's now going to kill probes. All the probes are trying to attack the Zealot, although it does not succeed. Now he kills 4 probes, it seems. It seems like it. So yeah, a lot of stalkers now for Lucia, which, well, with these 4 immortals will help, but Lucia is at the amazing count of 5. Really a lot of immortals. Now this Nexus is finishing up. There isn't going to be any probe transfer, so it's going to take a while before you can use this base efficiently, but he needs to produce some probes for that, and he's not doing that right now. Range for Colossi is being researched. Colossi are coming out. +1 attack also coming out for Devaston. And Lucia is just going Robo. Not Robo. Where is the Robo? That's a Twilight. Oh, here, the robotics bay and the robotics facility. I do not like the position of this robotics facility, as it's quite in the line of fire, and well, you kind of want to produce Colossi when you're at that point. You just want to make them and not being stopped because a building is being destroyed or anything like that. Now Lucky is picking up his 4th already, and it seems like he's only taken this base for the gas, at least right now. Still not producing enough probes out of it. Now there are 4 probes in this expansion, in this gas, which is not a good thing. 3 is really the maximum, and Lucia is taking this expansion over here. Not really the best expansion, as it's not as easily defendable as this one. As well, you have sort of you have this concave. That's pretty nice, but it's to the front, and when you're not sure whether you're ahead or behind, and I can imagine that Devaston does not know that, then it's not really the best expansion. It's one you should only take when you're really aggressive as a Zerg and the creep spread is already here, or when you know you're ahead and you can't be pushed back, or these bases are already mined out. That's the only time I take this expansion. So now Lucia is back to pro production. Only 2 at a time, although he has 4 bases. So bit weird, but okay. Lucia now producing 2 Colossi at the same time while researching thermal lens, the range upgrade. And yeah, well, he seems to he seems to be powering up for a big Colossus army here. Also +2 armor and +1 attack, +2 attack by Lucia. A lot of zealots here, which really are necessary to take the tank the damage of the Colossi and Immortals. So yeah, well, I'm just wondering what is Devaston going to do about it. So now this base is finally somewhat efficiently being used. Well, this bait is also finally getting some probes. Not enough, in my opinion, but yeah, well, now a big engage up front, force fields going down, and well, a lot of damage dealt, but not really that much destroyed in unit count. So if I have to summarize this game up until now, first the cheese, then macro gameplay by Lucia, taking in a hidden expansion but not really using it. Then this expansion by Devaston, which I do not like because of the aggression that's going along with it, and he can't really do any aggression. So they're both just macroing up for a big big army, big death ball, and just hoping they can win when the time of 200 has come. Twilight Council is ready but not being used. No High Templar technology being researched, or Dark Templar or Bling or Charge. There are some probes here that are not being used, which is quite a shame, as they could have been sent to this base or this base to help mine. But yeah, well, maybe he just wants to sacrifice them later for some more supply for army. The Colossus count of Devaston is 4, which is quite high, but Lucky just knows how to top that with 7 or even 8 in Colossi. Quite high count. Can be very devastating, especially with the thermal lens. Now, +3 is almost done for Lucky, in as well as in armor and as well as in weapon. Man, I'm really off today. Let's just say it's due to the earliness and, well, my throat once again. So Devaston probably looking for some aggression here, and I'm really wondering whether he's gonna win that. But yeah, well, Lucky now going out for aggression, which I can understand as he is the 200 and he has a lot of minerals and gas banked up. Although I'm wondering what way he's gonna go. Colossi on the high ground, quite nice. One huge push here now, a lot of Colossi fire. Nice concave here for Devaston, although it's not enough. The Immortals and Colossi are just ripping through these Stalkers, and well, we just see the army of Devaston being evaporated. 4 Colossi still left for Lucky, and these are now cleaning up the Stalkers. And yeah, well, that was the army of Devaston. It's down to 92 supply against 120 of Lucky. Lucky now putting down a lot more gateways as they realized he needs to spend his money to make new army, and it's too bad he didn't do this before the engage, as he would have gained a bigger advantage, as he could have reproduced his army a lot more. This base is still not being used that much, and the Chronobos is also not being used, although there is not enough research to use it on. But well, Free Robotics Bay can drain it if you use it a lot. So wow, this just wow, he's already back at 6 Colossi. That's really quick. That's really quick. But then you get it when you're using 3 Robo-Base and you're just making a 4th. Now the Gateway Army of Devaston is going to try and save this expansion, but with all those Colossi, it's just too much range and too much splash damage, so not really being able to defend this base. He should pull his blood now, as they will get roasted by the Colossi when they get their hands on it. Devaston now trying to do some sort of backstab, but runs into a pylon which will alert Lucky, and he turns right back. All those Colossi firing at the Stalkers. Stalkers are really evaporating into thin air. More reinforcements coming in from Lucky, and he's now really going for the kill here, it seems. He has the double supply amount of Devaston, so it's not really that strange. Colossus just tearing up the probes, not really the buildings. Devaston dropping down to 64 supply against 171. Well, he's taking an expansion, but it's really too late. Devaston knows it and he GG's. So the second game was also won by Lucia, and he 2-0's Devaston.